Hello, folks, and welcome to Super Sunday. And I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews, and I have a beer today that was sent to me from Arizona. This is Hop Knot IPA. Thank you, Mo, for sending this to me. It's from Four Peaks Brewing. It's a West Coast style IPA, they say. I think it's 6.7 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6.7% hoppy, citrusy, 12-ounce can. All right, Tempe, Arizona. Okay, we're within the date, so we got a good date on the can. The can is filled very high. This is not really definitely not an IPA glass. It's an American lager glass, but it'll work. You can see that thick head of foam, which is like cream colored, and it's rapidly dissipating. And then below it, you see a hazy, somewhat hazy hold on. Yeah, it's pretty hazy. There's no somewhat. It's hazy golden. All right. Whereas, Budweiser's crystal clear, straw color. Happy Sunday to you, Commerce Ozzy. And I wish they would bring back that stout, which I had like once in my life, which was awesome. I'll do a screen share and show y'all the website. Hop Knot. 5 American hop varieties. Bravo, Cascade, Glacier, Liberty, and Simcoe. I'm reading that alphabetically. Woven into the brewing process at seven different intervals for bold hop flavor intertwined with crisp, clean bitterness. It's not your average IPA. Available in bottles and cans and on draft. 6.7, 47 bitterness units. 47 bitterness units. You also might like Desert Daydream Hazy IPA, Kilt Lifter, Amber Ale, Scotch style ale, amber, and Wild Wheat. Well, guess what? I got all 4 of these in the variety pack that he sent me, plus the Bad Birdie. So they were 5 in the 15 pack. 3 cans each times 5 is 15. So that was a nice gift. Thanks again, Mo. Beast mode.
Yeah,
okay.
We have a bar in Metairie, Louisiana called Moe's Chalet. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Came on the tail end of you saying thanks, Mo.
I was thinking Mo.
Chalet.
I was thanking Mo for sending me this.
I know. I was sitting there for at least a solid 32 seconds waiting for you to let me in.
Yeah, well, I knew I wasn't going to be on the screen share for long. Really? Okay, so yeah, I saw the email, and that was a great deal, and that's the normal price over there, $24.99. Oh, Milwaukee's Best Ice. Okay, another ale.
Unfortunately, it's the only size we get. So once I crack this open, I think y'all know what's going to happen.
You're going to waste it.
Yeah, right. This is by far, I think, one of the better ice beers that are out there. You know, you like its little brother counterpart a lot.
Yeah. The light one. Yeah, but I like that. That ale. I keep saying ale because if you look at the can carefully, it says it's an ice brewed ale, not a lager. Not that it matters.
Good. here
And it's certified kosher.
there's a lager fest going on today in New Orleans.
Really?
Lager fest, yeah, at the Brew Carré, which is 2 blocks towards Chalmette in the Marigny on Decatur. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's been going on all week. I just ran across the blip on Facebook. It's my
Lager
understanding
fest.
that some of the old 504 regulars go there now.
Really?
Indeed. Yeah, I think Joe goes there. Vito Peters has been there. A couple other guys. Names aren't coming to me right now. I've seen them in pictures. Big Brian Benor goes there.
So here's the website.
Oh, what are you bringing? Hop Knot IPA. Okay. Well, you beat me.
Well, this is the last can of what Mo sent me in that collection. So I saved it because I knew I'd need a beer for Super Sunday, and I figured this would be a good one to bring. Okay, so here's the website for the Milwaukee's Best.
What do you think they call this best? It's small. I can barely make it out. It says refreshing, smooth, highly drinkable ice beer. The temperature of Milwaukee's, thank you. The temperature of Milwaukee's best ice is lowered to freezing during brewing to form ice crystals that impart the beer's smoothness and 5.9% alcohol content. But it doesn't say what they do with the ice crystals. It says
they strain them out. That's what they do.
We know that they get it taken out. So I wish we could get the one between these two, the premium. I thought that was, as you can see, they stopped making it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do anything to compete with their cores, their beloved cores. So.
Or their Miller High Life.
Yeah, I could see that would be a direct competition with Miller High Life. They're very, well, my remembrance of the premium, it's very similar to High Life, except High Life has more of a creamier aspect to it. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I found a 12-pack of that last night at Winn-Dixie when I went to the. I tell you, I was going to that car show.
Oh, right. Hope it was a good car show.
It's a car show. I mean, it's old cars fixed up. You know, hot rods, rat rods. Somebody always brings a new car or a newer vehicle. Something from they serve draft beers at Tulane or LSU games. Yeah, they serve both at Tulane. I haven't been to LSU games where they sell alcohol.
Yeah, they serve beer at LSU games now, but I don't know the format because
When did they start doing that? Because it was like
about 3 or 4 years ago. Because for a long time after 1983, after starting in 1983, they didn't sell alcohol at the LSU games because they had too many fights.
Yeah, only North American beers.
I don't know, Jason. I guess.
Well, when that question in North America kind of throws you off because you have to include Mexico, the United States, and Canada in North America.
Right.
It's a continent. So I would say I've never heard of ice beers from any other region. And if they are made in any other region, they obscurely will never make it here.
Yeah, I've never seen any except for the Ice Bock. All right, so I'm gonna give a description. Yeah, Cafe Du Monde is good, and so is Morning Call. All right, so I'm gonna give a description of this beer. Pour some more in. Now it's got a real good head retention, which is a good sign. You can see it's like meringue and it's real thick.
so it's fine.
And so that's a good sign on this beer. And the aroma,
Beer.
it's just like white bread. There's not much citrus from the hops in the aroma. Let's go with the taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
The bitterness units are fairly low, and but it does have bitter. It has more bitterness in the flavor than you would think by looking at the number, which was what, like 47. It's got a nice hop bitterness, probably 3 out of 5 hop cones, maybe more, but probably that. Sweetness is low, probably 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Medium body, mostly dry finish. Is it a good West Coast IPA? Yeah. It's not up to torpedo level, but that's an extra IPA.
Jay, I have a question. Does this beer contain wheat?
Oh. It says contains wheat.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Why do you have to put wheat in beers? The
I
only
don't have
beers
to.
that really should have wheat are the ones designed to have wheat, like here. Like the Blue Moons type, those Hefeweizers, stuff like that.
I don't really care for wheat beers personally, but every now and then I can tolerate one. There's the new Blue Moon Light, but I haven't been able to push myself to buy it. I don't know a Death Adder, but somebody must have got a deal on it.
Yeah, apparently wheat prices have gone up since the whole Ukrainian debacle. Apparently, we don't make wheat in this country anymore. Apparently, it's not grown. We have to rely on a small country as smaller than Texas to bring it in. I assume since my big head is here, it's my turn to present my product this morning. Milwaukee's Best Ice. This is coming at 5.9%. This is the 32-ounce vessel. Really wish I could have got a 16-ounce, but they don't sell them. I've only seen this, I think 15 packs, and it was better known as the suitcase, the cube, the 30 pack. I don't want to invest all that money in this kind of beer right now. This is enough. You can buy this. It's like 3 beers in one, shy 4 ounces.
Yeah,
it's got a never-ending head on top of it. It's kind of concave now a little bit, but it does leave that frothy, foamy head. To me, this is a classic beer in appearance, color, and taste too. This does not taste like an ice beer to me. It does have that ice beer, like all beer ice beers to me always have that kind of freezer taste to them a little bit, like something that had been. If you leave a steak in a freezer too long, you're like, oh man, I got this really great deal on steaks at the store, $5 a pound, whatever. You go pick them up. You're like, oh, I'm gonna buy as many as I can. You put them back there. You get tired of eating steak, eating pork, eating burgers, whatever. And then you pull one out like a month later. It's like got that because they got the crystals formed on it. You kind of get that effect a little bit with this. But the smell, kind of get that coldness, like I was explaining with you get that kind of freezer smell a little bit. You smell the malt, the barley. The barley's quite present in this, and at 5.9% alcohol, it's not too bad. I mean, it's manageable. The taste, it's crisp, clean. It's light on the palate, sweet on the front, like you expect. Taste of barley malt as it's going down. Yeah, it's a refreshing brew. I would highly recommend it. Also, get a nice vessel like this to put it in. Never, ever, ever drink beer out of a can or a bottle. Always pour it in a glass.
Yeah, definitely.
Or you'll be passing gas all day long, either out the front or the rear. So what this does, always hard pour 'em, allows the gases to come out. They're released through the top of the glass, not in your body. Let's protect your filters. That's why you always drink clear beers too, never cloudy ones.
Uh-oh.
That is all. It's a delicious beer.
Okay.
I think you missed half of my review.
I was listening to everything you said.
Oh, okay.
I was cleaning my glasses because they were kind of smudgy and it was bothering me. But I listened to everything you said. You said
Yeah.
that it's kind
I
of
lost a pair of glasses at work Friday. I bring the plastic rim ones. So in case they get destroyed, it's no big loss. Those are always cheap. I always need readers because I'm nearsighted. So I was working on something, and I bent down. I went to go up, and they fell out the top of my shirt onto the concrete and broke right here. So the lens popped out. So I take some tape, put it on that. So I was running around with a piece of tape like that on until the end of the day. And luckily, I had another pair in the car. But I was in a parking garage, and I was certainly going to walk like a quarter of a mile to go get them. So just did a quick repair and then suffered out.
Sorry that happened. I have had Labatt Blue Ice, Joe Hill. I bought it in New York City because I've never seen it down here. We don't even get Labatt anymore, but I was in New York City once.
We had it down here. It was before your drinking days or your experimental. Maybe you were in your experimental stages. It was here.
Labatt.
Yeah, I saw it.
Not the ice.
Black label. Yeah.
Oh, the ice. Okay.
Here. Yes, sir. It was here. About the time the craze of it was mixed up in the ice craze when we also had Red Dog, the Pour, whatever that was.
Southpaw.
Miller Red. Yeah, Miller Red. All those. Those were all very late 90s up to about 2000. All those beers were popular. Then after that, the Budweiser series came out, and then it had distiller competition between master distillers from this region and that region. I love those beers. I thought those were fantastic. I was getting those probably 2008, 2009 time frame. It was the Master Distiller series. I don't know if you remember that one. Where there was competition between distillers.
Oh yeah, the experimental.
Distiller in Jacksonville and the distiller in Houston. There we go. Or the distiller.
Oh yeah, it was a competition. Yeah, and they had a 12-pack.
Yep. And it was a 12-pack, and it was a new one was introduced like every 3 or 4 months or something. So that was good. I enjoyed those. I enjoyed the old Michelob series too. But I don't know. Since this new company bought the name, they're not really doing anything. They're making beer boring. They used to have all kinds of really good beers too. Yeah, that was a good beer. That was a full malt. That was a delicious beer. It was heavy, tasty. Red Dog. Remember Red Dog? Everybody was all over Red Dog too.
Yeah.
That's about the time. And Labatt's Ice was around. It was in a black label.
Yeah, I never got to try it. This is Miller beer.
Oh, we tried all the ice beers. Remember? And Bud Ice. Oh man, Bud Ice came with the clear bottles, and they all chiseled on the side like ice cubes.
Yeah. I remember. I never got to try Miller Red Label.
Oh, it's delicious. It was a heavy beer. It's very barley forward, malty. It was really good. Now
Milwaukee's Best was a buyout. It was an independent company, and they got bought out by Miller, and so Miller kept the ice.
Look at the alcohol content, 3.72. Intoxicating liquor, it's called.
By weight. So that means about 4.7 by volume. Yeah.
Did you just do that calculation in your head just now?
No, I was on a website from Anheuser-Busch one time, and they said anytime you see alcohol by weight, you can just add one to it. If it says like 3.5, it's probably 4.5. It translates about a percent higher. So that's 3.72 is probably 4.7.
That's about the same alcohol content as Miller High Life. I believe Miller High Life has got to be one of the most original recipes of beer being sold right now in the United States, domestic.
So that's Milwaukee's best before they got bought out by Miller.
So originally, who was outside of Yangling, because they don't really count because their beers, whatever anyway, and they were just regional. Who was the number one between the three? We know the big three. Not Yingling. I don't want to hear about Yingling being number first.
Okay, but hold on.
You're up there in Hershey, Pennsylvania, whatever. You know, you're not number one. You're not.
No, they're not.
First to me was in our area was probably Falstaff.
Yeah. They weren't number one. They were just the first brewery. They weren't that well known. I like what this poster says: pure and without drugs or poison. Pure without drugs or poison. Back in the 1930s, the biggest beer was Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then it was Schlitz, and then it was Budweiser. Yep. Now, when Miller took this brand over, when Miller bought it, they turned it into this.
Man, I'll tell you what. You know, I'm seeing things, or I had something go in my beer.
Oh, you remember these cans?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I remember. We used to buy that all the time.
That was the Plank Road Brewery in the background. That's the Plank Road Brewery.
Yep.
There's a wagon.
With those, 1983, 84. You could get a whole case for $7.99. Sure could.
So that 12 pack
case.
The 12 pack that the girl has probably was like $3.50.
I can't speculate on their price. I don't know. We don't understand the region. We don't know. I can only tell you what I paid. It was $7.99 a suitcase. And then Bush started stepping up their game.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Any more comments? But yeah, we got a lot more comments.
You know, you ever notice like when you drink beer, it kind of hangs out a bit. You know, little flies come around and try to get in your beer, and they drink and they commit suicide.
Yeah, the flies love beer.
I don't know why. It's the little natty flies too, not house flies. Little bitty things.
Because it's like fermented, and they think it's like rotted something.
Life is a fly.
Hello, Claude.
The Lord of the flies.
Claude is watching.
What's up, Claude?
He's driving in Colorado. Score. I think this is a good IPA. I enjoy it. I would buy it if I lived in Arizona, and I would buy it if they sold it here. I would prefer High Lie from Florida. I do prefer Hopsecutioner from Georgia, which got sold the other day, by the way.
Again? Who bought them now?
Tilray.
Who's that?
It's a cannabis company.
Why?
But they weren't making any money from cannabis, so they started buying beer companies. And,
look, you can do whatever you want with your salt. You can do whatever you want to do with your body, soul, and mind. If you want to go ahead and smoke weed, smoke weed. But don't be asking help from somebody when you can't breathe, you can't think, and you got no money because you can't hold a job. That stuff affects your brain, body, and soul. Don't do drugs.
I had a friend that used to be into that. I had a friend that was into that, and he told me, don't ever try it, because he said, marijuana is my life. That's what he told me. Marijuana is my life. His life.
That is so silly. I can understand if people want to try it. You know, try anything. Like you you'd probably try it. You try all these different alcohols and stuff, all these crazy things. You'd probably try it. But I'm telling you right now, that stuff is no good.
Yeah, well, he warned me not to try it, but I had no interest in trying it anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. All right, so Hop Knot IPA, I'm giving it a 93 out of 100.
Some people that do come on with these hangouts with us do indulge in that, and that's their thing. You know, you want to go ahead and do it, that's your thing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you're doing wrong.
No, I don't. People do whatever they want to do. All right, so Hop Knot, I'm giving it a 93, most excellent. I enjoy it. Yep, Sweetwater also got bought. I think it's the same people that bought. Yep, that's right. And I think it's the same people that bought Terrapin. Yeah, Tilray. All right.
Don't get me wrong on my little rant here. You know, I have friends that do that stuff. I think they're good people. I'm not going to judge you as a person. You know, again, you want to do your thing, do your thing. Yeah, it is. Claude's correct. This quote. I mean, anything that you inhale, and what's even worse than that is these little boxes. People walk around and go.
Yeah, that can't be
What
good.
is in those things?
Chemicals.
Man, come on. What is in that? Man, come on now. Hey, and the government, the same government that formed all these drug czars and formed all these committees and formed all these things so you get these lazy people with their one-way thinking come in and work for them and brainwash them. That same government just go ahead and gave you dispensaries. They want to track you. They want to track you. They want to give you a card. They want to know what you're doing.
Right, of course.
It's like every time you go buy a beer in the state of Louisiana. As old as I am. I know. I get ID because that cashier knows I'm not 21. But that cashier also should have enough common sense not to ask a man with a gray beard for an ID to buy a beer. What? Beyond stupidness.
I'm going to show you something I bet you'd never, and then I'm going to let you do the score, but I'm going to show you something I bet you never heard of.
Okay. I used to go fishing with an old man when I lived across the lake, and he smoked picayunes. Yes, that's Louisiana-grown cigarette tobacco. And when he couldn't get picayunes, he'd get Pall Malls, but he preferred picayunes.
No,
and I tried it one time because I was smoking the Marlboro Lights back then. When I was a young man, wish I never started that. Just recently quit. Like, how long has it been since I stopped smoking? 17 years. And I'll never pick that up again. Also took me 13 years to quit. Because you stop, start, because it's an addictive. It's an addictive substance.
You knew a man who smoked those, and they were unfiltered, right?
Yep, they were unfiltered. They were also kind of like short. And what he'd do is he'd pull one out and he'd cut it in half and he'd smoke it all the way down to nothing, like he was smoking a joint, and he'd throw it away. We used to go fishing. He's an old man and he smoked picayunes, and he'd tell me all the time, we'd go get the bait and we go out to the country. We go out to the locks in Pearl River. And we'd fish out there. He'd throw down trout lines, or sometimes he'd call them catfish lines. Catfish lines had a rock or something like a weight at the end, and it would sink down. That's hence catfish line. Trout line would go straight across from one tree to another, and you'd pick up the trout line, and there'd be something on it. But we used to catch some big old prehistoric-looking fish with the big scales. You see them in the river. Some people call them gallfish. Some people call them alligator galls. You know, they got like an alligator head on the front of them. They got a tail. It's a prehistoric fish from South America. They migrated here to the United States, and the skin is so tough that you have to have like what's those scissors that roofers use to cut through
Oh,
tin before
shears.
they start putting your eaves on it, cut tin shears. You take those and you have to cut down the middle, and you have to take an axe and carve out the meat around it because it was almost like an armadillo skin, almost like an ectoskeleton around this thing, much
Okay,
like an alligator.
I've seen alligator gars, but was the Picayune a strong cigarette or mild?
It was a very strong cigarette, very strong cigarette. It was almost like you were smoking a cigar. Strong. I did try them. I thought I was going to get sick. Yeah. Thought you'd get me on that, huh?
Yeah.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Negative. Did you stop smoking cigarettes? Yes, I did. That's right. I am 30-ish.
I don't know who made Picayune. It's probably some independent company, but I never saw them in my life.
I don't know. They were I mean, it's like anything, like Parish gets somebody that's a big distributor to distribute their beers for them. Smaller companies get bigger companies to put stuff out.
Picayune, I think Picayune probably disappeared in the 70s or 80s?
Probably the 80s. I mean, he was still smoking these things in the 80s. You could still go buy them at the store.
Oh, okay. All right. So how do you score Milwaukee's best ice?
It's a very good ice beer. It's enjoyable. It's quintessential, really great American beer, I would say.
I thought about buying some yesterday.
5.9% alcohol. It's clear. I love the color on it. It's kind of like a dark
gold.
Like a dark goldy yellow.
Yeah, dark gold.
Yeah, you can see it still holds its head even around. You see you still get that lacing on it, so it's good. The only drawback is it's got that kind of that you get from these ice beers. Other than that, it's good. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's an ice beer. It's good. It's cheap. I paid $2.39 for this big 3 beers. $2.39. Hey, look, it ain't no infinity, and it ain't gonna cost you like an infinity price.
No, right. So what's the number?
Oh, I give it a solid A minus. Give it an A minus because there is that little offness that I just don't like. That every ice beer that I try kind of
like a 90.
I give it a 91. Yeah, give it a 91. It's enjoyable. You know what? You pick it up and you can go to your local gas station. Gas stations always sell these. In Louisiana, they do.
Yeah,
racetrack. Any Louisiana, Mississippi viewers that are watching this, you can get this anywhere. Particularly like racetrack. Racetrack's always got these like two for deals or stuff like that. I got this at Star Discount. It was no, I'll take that back. I didn't get it at Star Discount. I got it at I did get it at Racetrack. I got a 40 of Mickey's yesterday.
Oh, okay. Mickey's, another good one.
And that was $2.39 for the 40. I think I paid. Gosh, I think these were $2 a piece. I have to check again. I think they were $2. I mean, I don't really care about coins and stuff when I go to buy beer. If it's cold and I see it and I look at the price and go, that's reasonable, I just buy it.
I know. I remember when they used to be two. They used to have specials at Racetrack. You could get 2 cans like you have right there, 2 for $2.50.
Man, they used to be cheap in that. This thing right here used to be $1. I'm not kidding.
$1.
This used to be $1. And you'd have to buy 2 of them. You get 2 of them for $1.99. This was $1. Now all of a sudden it's not. Now it's like twice the amount. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this budget beers, man. They didn't care. They were just they're looking to move product. So.
Okay, now any show and tell. Let me see.
I don't know.
As far as announcements,
You talk about this stuff right here.
yeah, as far as announcements,
This stuff right here.
just hold on. You just drank a quart of Milwaukee's Best Light.
Not quite a quart. Almost a quart.
This coming Wednesday, this week, Wednesday, we're doing Pacifico beer, Pacifico Clara, a famous beer introduced in 1900.
Where am I supposed to get that at?
When Dixie sells it, I gave you a can. Then Friday, Fandango Friday.
That to be the drink.
I gave it to you so you wouldn't have to. I gave it to you so you wouldn't have to go buy Pacifico. Okay,
Okay.
Pacifico. Then Friday is Fandango Friday, and next Sunday is another Super Sunday. And then as far as show and tell, I'll go get something. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you what I got. You may have heard of this.
Wow, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. This right here. Bushmills Red Bush. 375 milliliters. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I got this for $2.99. And this is the real deal. You look it up online. They got retailers out there want this. Well, of course, it's two. That would be like two of these. The equivalent to a 750 milliliter. $24.99. We got the deal of the century on this stuff. $2.99. Sorry, I can't tell y'all where I got it from. Y'all figure it out. There's all kinds of little discount places in our area. They're always got like beer discounts. I got a whole case of natural life.
Oops. Okay.
Don't waste your money. Shop around.
Shop around. Definitely. So I was out and about. Whoops, what am I doing? I was out and about. Sorry, hit the wrong button. I was out and about one day and I saw these for 99 cents a bottle, 200 milliliter bottles. Let's see. A few comments. It is healthy.
It is healthy.
Yes, I had 120-minute. We did a duo review. It's a bit too strong though.
Yeah, I got a 120 in the fridge. Thanks, Claude.
It is healthy, in moderation, of course. I remember when it was cheap.
Yeah, dollar quarts.
All right, so I found this for 99 cents.
What is that? Seagram's vodka? Extra sweet. Ooh, nice.
They say, I was looking at their website, they use two different types of wheat from Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, I think. 4 of those states. Well, they use wheat.
They don't use any wheat from the Ukraine?
Just American wheat. And they brag about it's all American. Bottled by Seagram's Distilling Company.
You know,
Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
To the secular news out there, they'd have you believe all the wheat is coming from the Ukraine.
Yeah, it's not. It's distilled 5 times. Okay, so that's been around for a long time. And then they had 3 flavors, also 99 cents each. So the Seagram's.
So you got these in your neck of the woods?
Peach flavored vodka. No, I got them in Jefferson Parish.
Okay. Over on the WB.
Yeah, pineapple flavored.
Okay. Off the expressway or further down?
Further down, back by.
Okay. All right. I know what you're talking about.
Back by Jake's place.
Yeah, I know.
Pineapple flavor and apple flavor. So I figured for $3.96, that wasn't a bad deal. Now,
well, when I got these, I had 15 minutes to spare, and I was laser focused. I went straight to the you know where, and I saw them. So I bought the you know what at the you know where.
Yeah,
because I had 15 minutes. I only do that when I'm in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, if you got 15 minutes, you may as well utilize it.
Hey, you get 15 minutes of break at work. Utilize your 15 minutes, man.
Right. So any last comments before we get off of this? Any last comments before we get off of this?
No, I showed my specialty.
Let me see that again. I was grabbing these bottles when you showed the specialty.
Right there.
Oh, the Red Bush. Yeah, that was great. Awesome beer. I mean, awesome whiskey. From Northern Ireland. And
let's see. I went shopping. What did I get? Oh, I got a new bottle of coin whiskey, but it's the same stuff. You know, I mean, I'm a creature of habit.
Oh, the same corn whiskey.
Yeah, I got it for $13.99.
Oh yeah, well that's a deal. 100 proof.
I mean, yeah, right. 100 proof, $13.99. That stuff's up to $17.99, $18.99. It's ridiculous. It's corn whiskey. I remember you used to get that stuff for $6.99 a bottle. That's an absolutely outrageously insane price of it. I think I got something else too. Well, I got this. This is pretty good. Y'all ever tried this?
Oh, Henry McKinney. Yeah, I've gotten that. I have
on this. I'm telling you right now, everybody's all chasing down the 10-year. You can chase down 10-year. This tastes just like the 10-year.
Really?
Oh yeah, tastes just like it. Just like me and Four Roses. I don't care what Four Roses you buy; they all taste the same. You can go with your single barrel. You can go with your this barrel. You can go with your private stock. You can go with your bottle and bond. You can single this, single that, whatever. It all tastes the same. 1 second. I think I got something else. I almost got Johnny Walker Green, but I couldn't come off the credit card for that. I thought it was a little expensive. Got this, and I'm here to tell you, they went up on the price so much on this stuff, I almost put it back. I got this one. Cuddy Salt.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you the one I wish they would have had when I bought those for 99 cents. I wish they'd have had
this was $11.99, and the big bottle was $12.99. I was like, I mean, $23.99. That's just I couldn't do it. I'm telling you right now. You see this stuff anywhere? This old school cabbie.
Oh yeah.
And the Scotch whiskey here. This is good. This is good. There's nothing wrong with this. And you know what? This is not going to break the bank. This is good stuff. It's got a screw top on it. It's a $750 milliliter. You know, it's got the shape of one of those rip-off bottles from Europe beer where they sell it to you for you get an 11.2. They always trim it down through here, so it's got that shape. But no rip-off. You still get the 750 milliliters. 4% alcohol.
Yeah, I like Cuddy Sark.
Hey, you know what? Glass comes in glass. Good stuff.
And if y'all ever see Cuddy Sark Prohibition Edition, 100 proof, buy it.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's hard to find, but I think Martin Fine Wine and Spirits had it last time I was there. But I hadn't been there in a long time.
The one who used to be the scene of theater.
Seen them all, yeah. J&B Rare is good, yes.
That wasn't a scene of all. That's a scene of theater.
Yeah, but it was all part of Seen them all.
We go there and see the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and all the girls from high school be up there dancing.
Yeah, my sister used to do that, but we went to see a movie there once. Now it is a liquor store, wine store, and a little restaurant. Yingling Lager, I like it, but I prefer.
Oh yeah, they got that old Jewish deli in there, man. That's some good stuff. James Madonna would love that. James P. Madonna. Oh,
the deli,
all over that, dude. If you ever come to New Orleans, we got two places we can bring you. Bring you there, then we bring you uptown
to Stein's.
You'd love it. You'd love it. You'd think you're in New York, Staten Island, Bronx, wherever y'all get all this stuff from. But boy, we got it here too. We got it all over the place. We got the old Italian delis. We got that, and then we got our specialty New Orleans own dailies. We got our stuff. We got our Italian stuff. We got our everything. We got our po' boy shops. I'm telling you, po' boys beat grinders hands down. Any grinder.
I'll show you one more place before we get off the air.
All those stuff.
One more thing before we get off the air, and then I'm going because I want to go do a few things. Here's something in Metairie, Louisiana.
Culture Cage. Yep. Yeah, boy.
It's on Severn in the back by the.
Better bring your credit card with the highest value on it and go shop at these places though. You're gonna get the real deal, and you ain't gonna save any money.
Yeah, kosher chewing gum and bubble gum, kosher chocolate bars, and kosher Doritos.
That's the Tua stuff.
And deli sandwiches. They got hot corned beef, hot pastrami, roast beef, tongue, turkey breast, salami, bologna, chopped liver.
Laguna? The Laguna?
Well, they got no pork. Okay, anyway. Never been there, but I need
pork. I don't understand. I kind of got a feeling why they don't eat pork. But in these days and times that we live right now, why you don't eat pork?
You have to ask the person that doesn't do it. Okay, well,
I think it's ignorance now.
Okay,
back then. I know why, and that's because of refrigeration. Also, a lot of the meat was salted, so it is to preserve it. So there's a strong possibility that they couldn't preserve this meat.
Might be. All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks.
In your area, they smoke what? Not pot. They smoke what? They smoke turkey. They smoke all kinds of stuff. And what the smoke does, the low temperature smoke pulls all the moisture out. It also creates a preservative through the smoke. So you take meats that are smoked, and as long as it's pulled out of all the what makes it wet and it dries it.
Yeah, they smoke the andouille sausage.
It preserves it.
They smoke the andouille sausage. Yeah. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching, and y'all have a nice day. See y'all next week for another Super Sunday. No.
Yeah, bro.